rosemary and lemon focaccia. Let's make the basic focaccia dough. A little bit of warm water, some yeast. We need to activate the yeast. The water needs to be about body temperature, just a pinch of sugar. And you mix that well, and you let it sort of begin to bubble. And in 10 minutes, it should bubble, just like this. I'm gonna leave this for my next focaccia, and we'll proceed with the yeast that has been activated. Okay, we'll add to this the water. So now we're kind of doing solids and liquids, measuring, and we'll make the dough out of this. Some oil in there. And now we'll go to the dry ingredients. Flour, some salt right in there. I mix it just a little bit. Let's mix slowly the dry ingredients. We'll add the wet ingredients. Okay, so let me just change it so we can knead it. It still is a little soft, it's sticky, although, you know, I like my focaccia dough a little bit on the wet side because that means that it's gonna be a crunchier focaccia. Then we'll move it on to a hook that will really knead the dough. Lock it in place. Okay. And either you knead it in there or you knead it by hand. You know, good dough needs to be kneaded. And that is just working the glutens, the proteins in the flour so it becomes elastic. Okay, that's a good knead. I think it's just about done. We'll add the flavorings, and in this case, I'm putting some lemon rinds and some chopped rosemary. And you let that really work into the dough. Okay, that looks good. Just a little bit of flour. And it's a little sticky, but I told you I like it sticky because when the dough is wetter, let's put it that way, and softer, it bakes crispier. It rises better, and it also bakes crispier. Just oil the bowl a little bit. And you just want to facilitate the rising of the dough so it doesn't have any friction, so it rises higher. And you seal it tightly with plastic wrap, just like that. And you leave it about an hour and a half, and it should double in size. So the dough has doubled, more than doubled, I think. That's great. Let me just prepare the baking pan where we will bake it. Just a little bit of oil in all the corners so it doesn't stick. And let me punch it in, punch it down. Okay. So now, there we go. And we just kind of set it into position. You stretch it, pressure it down so it goes into all the corners. Okay, this is in shape. Let's cover it with plastic wrap like this and leave it about a half an hour. It will rise, and then we'll finish it and put it in the oven. But while it rises, you know, I love those questions that come from you. You go to my social media and you ask Lydia, and this is from Brian Miele from Florence, South Carolina. And Brian says, the best focaccia I've ever had was in Genova. That is the birthplace of focaccia. How do you keep focaccia moist with that little bit of a crunch? A cook told me once that using lard was their secret. Is that true? Brian, that is true. Fat like that, especially lard or olive oil, when you add that and when there's enough of that, it gives that crunch because in baking, it rises the temperature to a higher and therefore makes the crunch. Also keeping the focaccia dough on the loose side gives it a crunch. Thank you for asking. Okay, I think the focaccia has risen. So we'll make just a little bit of holes in there, just like that. And I'm gonna continue with lemon and rosemary as the flavoring on top. So let's put this together, a little bit of oil. Just kind of spread it around. Okay, so this will give it a little extra crunch on top. Preheat your oven at 450 degrees and half an hour, maybe a little more. Take a look at it. When it is the crunchiness that you like it, take it out. Masterclass Focaccia Basics. Learn the basics of focaccia. Always proof the yeast. The dough should be soft and sticky, but not too wet. You can flavor the dough itself or be creative with the toppings. Bake on the bottom rack to get that crispy crust. And remember, leftovers can reward you in many ways. The focaccia is baked and it has cooled. It actually is still a little warm, and I love serving it like that. So let's get it right out of here. Nice and crunchy. Okay. And it's crunchy on the outside and yet has a tenderness in the center. So cutting it, you know how I like to cut it? Let me go like this. Let's see. And nice big pieces. See, it's great. If it's like this would make a great sandwich as well. And to serve it, I like big pieces because if you cut them small, they dry out faster. So maybe this nice big pieces. And people, you know, there's something nice about just handling bread and maybe breaking bread, if you will, with your dining partners. Okay, like that. Oh, okay, I have to have a little piece here, and I want a piece with the lemon. It smells good. It's delicious. Let's see, should I get the crunchy side or should I get the more fluffy side? Well, I'll take the one with the lemon, I guess. Simple, straightforward, but delicious. The little tinge of lemon and rosemary really makes a difference. To the table.